know how this season doesn't have any content whatsoever.
The new season of Rainbow Six Siege probably has more bugs than actual new content.
I soon figured out that the reveal panel was actually right, and that there is nothing happening in this new season.
Dislikes to likes to dislikes ratios for these trailers just don't look particularly great. And a big part of that has to do with the introduction of a membership, especially during a season where new content is relatively thin.
They've added 2 new AI operators, Virgil and Thunder. Virgil from Fallout 4? The recruit has a hole in her model. They haven't even seamed it together properly.
It's just not like an amazing operator. Adding a grip to a gun is like the least impact you can do on a gun. What the fuck? A fucking grip for Deimos. Oh my god. That it? What the fuck?
You can see reload speed. That's awesome. No. Except it doesn't work. One of the very minor features that they're adding in this season doesn't even work.
Controller dead zone is pretty bad right now. I would not advise playing controller.
Just bring back Terrorist Hunt. Just bring back Terrorist Hunt.
Am I crazy for thinking the amount of content that's coming with the new season is less than a normal mid-season update? I think Ubisoft ruined recruits. There's no more 5-man recruits. There's no shields on recruits.
So how does it work?
You take our money, that's how it works. I am not paying a monthly subscription for this.
And they're essentially relying on FOMO to get people to pay even more. They're already paying for all the other monetization elements that are included in this game.
Monthly memberships do not belong in Siege.
Nothing of a season.
I mean, most of you guys think if I touch this game, it'll probably burst into flames.
This season is even smaller than the last one.
So they're making it harder for me to avoid cheaters while doing nothing about cheaters.
I would honestly argue that Operation Health probably had more content than Operation New Blood.
With the 2 new operators, Defender and Solus nerf, a fucking grip for Deimos, oh my god. Barbed wire change, and that's it.
Is it though? The highly acclaimed game Rainbow Six Siege released its latest season with almost next to nothing. Why? Could it be all of the bugs from this season? Is it the rapid incline of cheaters on PC and Zimmers on console? Or is R6 losing what made it once so great? Well, let's dive into what makes this season of Siege so bad. Right off the bat, the content is the biggest issue with Operation New Blood. More so the lack of it. Coming off the hype of Operation Deadly Omen, it would make sense for Ubisoft to build off of this hype. However, Ubisoft failed to do that. I think Ubisoft jumped the shark with Deadly Omen. How many ideas does Ubisoft have left for new operators? The game is almost 10 years old. From the year 9 roadmap, it's quite obvious that Ubisoft is running out of ideas. That's why we were given a Recruit remaster, and it's also why we're receiving a Blackbeard rework in Season 4. So we're only getting 2 seasons of new content, aka Deadly Omen and Operation Twin Shells. Now, can they be more creative? Yes. The real question is, do they want to continue supporting a 9-year-old game? Not exactly. They're going to do the bare minimum to make money. However, how does a business make money if you release a terrible season?
Good question!
Well, I'll get to that point later, but let's get back to my point. I think Ubisoft jumped the shark with Deadly Omen. This season brought back the ACOG. It's the most iconic part of Deadly Omen because the ACOG brought back many old players to Siege. It's why the season was so hyped. It felt like Ubisoft was going back to their roots. But then Operation New Blood enters the scene, and Ubisoft has nothing to show because they played their cards too early. They jumped the shark.
Yeah?
Congratulations, sir. Your Krabby Patty pizza is here.
Wow, thanks. I've been dying for one of these. Where's my drink?
What drink?
My drink? My Diet Dr. Kelp? Don't tell me you forgot my drink!
But you didn't order any.
How am I supposed to eat this pizza without my drink?
New Blood killed any chance for this game to grow, and the player counts on Steam are a testament to it. The only content to be introduced in this season is just the bugs and technical issues.
Los Santos, a city of saints, a city of sinners, and nothing in between but the FIB.
cheating. Wherever you turn, it's everywhere. However, anti-cheat is something you'll also come across when facing cheaters. Valorant, Fortnite, Apex Legends. What do these games have in common? Anti-cheat. So, why is Ubisoft struggling with the cheaters? Perhaps Ubisoft isn't struggling with the cheaters, but is actually benefiting from them. There's a lot of options to prevent cheating, but it would be expensive to do it. From a financial standpoint, it wouldn't make sense to stop the cheaters. Cheaters are a large part of the R6 player base, both on PC and console, and Ubisoft doesn't ban them because it's kind of a psychological effect. Cheaters are more inclined to buy cosmetics because through the cheats, they're winning more games, see themselves as quote-unquote better players, and are likely to play more than a legit player. I mean, when was the last time you saw somebody put money into a game that they were terrible at? Some cheaters are so invested into R6 that they treat it as a status symbol. I see it all the time on PlayStation. You click on a guy's profile and you see either one or two things on their background photo. Scoreboard where they had a high kill game or their rank. While not all of the people who treat the game this way are cheaters, these guys are seriously invested and Ubisoft knows this. These are the people that Ubisoft wants buying their elite skins and cosmetics. So now we know why Ubisoft won't fix the cheater problem, but what could they do to fix it? I see two possibilities. 1. Update BattleEye. Ubisoft runs a seriously outdated version of their anti-cheat, and that's why cheaters run amok on PC. As for Zim and Cronus, Ubisoft knows who is using them, but they won't ban them.
We do not care.
2. Taking action against the cheat providers on PC. Now, this could mean multiple things like suing them or setting a cease and desist. The more likely option would be the cease and desist because it would be expensive to sue them, and we know that these AAA companies love their money. Will they do either of these? Probably not. Out of everything that Ubisoft could have brought with Operation New Blood, they introduced a subscription. This is arguably the worst time to release such a thing. The only content that Ubisoft gave us is behind a paywall. I'm not 100% against subscriptions, but there's no value into having the R6 membership. Think of the R6 membership like your Netflix membership. You pay for Netflix because you value Netflix. Netflix has shows that you like to watch. If it didn't have shows you liked, then you wouldn't have Netflix. In my opinion, Ubisoft has become greedier than EA Games. The microtransactions in this game are seriously getting out of hand. Why does the 12-month subscription cost more than the game itself? It's $80. Like, I pay $80 just to play on PlayStation. The only reason that this membership exists is because Ubisoft flopped on some major releases in the previous fiscal year. Multiple games were cancelled, like Tom Clancy's The Division Heartland, and Star Wars Outlaws didn't perform as expected. So now Ubisoft has to find other ways to profit, which means Siege, because Siege already has a pretty well-built community, which means introducing a membership to try and make up for those lost profits. Subscription services, particularly gaming ones, are what I would say the crown jewel for companies like Ubisoft, Epic Games, and Rockstar Games. It can guarantee a steady source of income that doesn't depend on new content or specific releases hitting the in-game shop. And people tend to forget that they're subscribed, which is pretty much free money for these companies. However, in my opinion, I feel like this can only work if the player base lets it work. If, say, you buy the membership, then Ubisoft will continue down this road of the membership, which means locking more and more content behind the membership. And once Ubisoft establishes that the membership can work, then they will just never stop. A membership is too valuable for these companies to let go. And Rockstar Games has proven this well with their own subscription model, GTA Plus. They found out that it could work, and now there's a lot of stuff locked behind the membership, like the Vinewood Garage. And while you could say that the membership, you don't need it, it doesn't affect the gameplay, to my understanding, they could do that. That could happen. You know, they could say, if you buy the Battle Pass, you don't get the new operator for that season. If you buy the membership, though, you will. And they could also like increase the price of the membership compared to the Battle Pass to put kind of a paywall on said new operators. But that's just my take on it. Again, I think that the membership can only work if the player base lets it. Well, there you have it. Now we know why Operation New Blood is a bad season. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on the video by dropping a comment. If you liked this video, then leave a like and let me know why you liked it. If you disliked this video, then leave a dislike and let me know why you didn't like it. Anyways, that's all I have. I'm out.